Hey, happy Monday. First Monday in December. Whole year's gone. Like, phew, feels like a locomotive. Welcome to the Angel Channel, little weekly energy spa. And glad to see you already out there, Inga. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How's the weather in Iceland? So, pretty fun. Hey, Spectra. Um, some rather fun news to share. Um, every year in Miami, the first week in December, they have a big like international art show called Art Basel. A lot of people have heard of it. Emily, welcome. Um, And over the years, I've been participating with this gallery called Moksha Arts Collective, run by a guy named Ray Oraka, and really brilliant guy, a bastion of the arts, and especially metaphysical arts and psychedelic arts. And his shows every year are really pretty amazing, and I've been honored to be in a few of his Art Basel. Big hoopla shebangs in the past and got to show with Alex Gray and Mark Henson and a bunch of those guys, man. It was a super big honor. So, anyway, this year, coming up on Friday, I have been invited to show some of my work. And I'm going to be in really illustrious company. I'm just so humbled and amazed. Here, I'm going to show you the pieces. Yeah, I'm stoked to be getting to do my light paintings, and I love these wheel. They're mechanical kind of constructs, and they really represent layers of reality for me. Like I'm always talking about different frequencies and whole planes of existence stacked on top of one another. This is kind of like a way to graphically sort of illustrate how that feels more than it looks. But I'm really happy with this one. And the always effervescent and powerful Fiona. I've always been kind of partial to this image because it looks like she's standing in two big hands. And it's just this feeling of power and energy and empowerment and evolution. And like, I love everything about this image a lot. And last but not least, and this is the one that's going to be featured in the show. Yeah, one of my angels. I'm also in the middle of a project for the Audubon Society, and I've gotten the video kind of concepted and forging ahead with that. And there's going to be this evolution of like a birth of an egg and birds flying out and birds morphing into angels and angels morphing into other angels and morphing into light. And it should be pretty cool. And this is kind of one of the angel feels for that as well. Let's see. Let's get back here. Stop screen. There we go. So that's a really fantastic bit of news. Both of those are actually, the Audubon Society thing is really cool. From a mercenary standpoint, there's a lot of people that participate and are part of that would like to buy art, right? Rather than just surf for it on the internet. All right. So it's coming up on the end of the year, and I do a lot of personal readings, and I love doing those, and my readings are usually about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how deep we want to go. Danielle, glad you could make it. Good to see you. Um, and every year at the beginning of the year, I do a massive reading for myself. And this year, I'm going to offer this up for you guys as well. And it's a year-long energy flow kind of chart. And it starts with a center card that represents you in the center and then goes around the astrological chart, 3 cards at a time. So it's like 36 cards, and it's pretty in depth, and I'll give you kind of a really good view on what the flow of the energy will be for the coming year. So if you're interested in that, as always, you can reach me through Wizard, WYZARD of odd.com. And I'll be happy to hook something up with you. I enjoy doing these readings. I only do them this time of year. So if you're interested, show up and grab one. And there's still some decks. The companion deck, actually, for the Angel deck, the Wizard of Odd Tarot deck, and it's a pretty gnarly little deck and a gold encrusted little brick of energy markers. So if you're interested in giving a gift, I would be really happy if you're listening tonight and you want to cop one of these for somebody. I'd be happy to include a free full reading along with the deck if you just send me a note when you get the purchase. And those are available at wizardofodd.com. I had to screw myself. Like, my name is Brian with a Y, so everything that has a Y, an I in it, I changed to a Y, which seemed really clever and cool until I started to start marketing stuff. So anyway, it's WYZARD of odd.com. So readings, yeah, happy to do that. Oh. All right. So I don't know. Well, first of all, I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. I've been through so many of these now that they just sort of all kind of blur into a big craziness. But it was really quiet, and enjoyed connecting with a bunch of people. And funny how Thanksgivings have changed over the course of a life. I used to have this really huge family, and now it's the family I've made part of me now and picked. And I still have my cousins out in Oklahoma and Missouri. But other than that, man, the huge gatherings that we used to have, non-existent, which is kind of a strange thing to reflect back on. Yeah. Anyway, the world has really been resplendent with the opportunities to practice over the last couple of weeks. I mean, just gigantic explosions in the middle of my little wave of goodness. When you get one of them, it's really intense. When like 3 of them happen, like all within a couple of days, man, and each one of them has this, how the hell am I going to fix this about it, man? It's easy to give in to panic, be depressed about it. Like, it's just, the hell with it. I don't even want to try, and to feel really defeated and like hopeless and pointless about it. But the opportunity in that is to always stay connected to the source. Always remember that that light and you are the same thing, and that you are the infinite creator in your universe at all times. And if you just keep sending out the waves of faith and belief and no waves of, oh, shoot, I'm dead, I'm not, you know, it might happen at the last second, which is my Pluto in Aquarius thing, the trigger thing, right? I always like my stuff done in advance, man. I don't want to be right up to the line and be like, oh, is it going to happen? So I get those kinds of tests all the time where it takes you just right up to the line. Oh, is it going to happen? And boom, there it is. As long as right up to the end of the line, you believe and know in your heart and your soul, and your light emanates the frequency of it's happened already, and it's already materialized. And you just need to shut up inside, which we'll get to on our blank space meditation, and just ride that wave out and let it manifest. And one of the things I haven't even gotten to start addressing yet, two of them are pretty much taken care of and in a really cool and kind of unexpectedly good way. I always Nine of Cups or Nine of Swords it, man. I'm always worst casing it. My reflex is to do that. I've gotten a lot better, but man, it still just kicks in. And once again, it's proven. Stay focused, keep your wave good. It'll work out. You'll find a solution, especially if you're projecting that, reveal for a solution for you. Boom. If you get quiet and don't derail the train, it'll happen. Yeah. Hey, Diane, welcome. Vivian, we've got a nice crew tonight. Yeah. Oh, Vivian, I'm really glad you're enjoying your deck, man. I was excited. I had a feeling about you when I saw you got it, and yeah, those guys are made for you. So, woohoo! Exactly. Wizard of Oz, the acronym for that is woo. So that's why I say woohoo all the time. I'm not stuck in the 90s. Well, maybe. Okay. So, as always, everybody sign up for an angel card reading. It's my favorite part. I'm going to try to keep this a little short tonight. We're going to start a little earlier than I normally do with, we're going to create some sacred space, invite some angelic energy, create our energy vortex, and go on a little trip. All right. 3 nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you're hearing me do this here, understand that this energy is spilling out to all of you guys, and let it purify your environment as well. Jason, man, what's up? Yeah, you bet, bro. All right, here we go. With the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. Connected tonight. With the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the light of the source, so beautiful. The light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. We joyously come together tonight to create our sacred space, a place of safety, elevate our energy, connect our spirits. We invite the angels to share with us this evening, to bring their light, their love, their truth, and for us to have eyes to see, ears to hear, and the wisdom to understand. And with absolute gratitude for all of it, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source, we open our circle. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, let's go ahead and do the angel card for this week. This is Angel VEHUEL. I'm terrible. The angel of elevation and grandeur. I love this beautiful little fairy face up here and the perfect little lips and the light radiating from her eyes. This is a distinctly feminine one for me. And the little hearts over here and pretty nice, pretty nice. All right. Things are moving fast now in your affairs now. News is on the way. There will be steady growth and all the cosmic help you need. There will be steady growth and all the cosmic help you need. You're coming to the finish line and the fruition of your goals. You have stayed the course and reached the end of this part of the journey. God, your efforts will now be completed as messages are exchanged, action is taken, proposals are made and accepted, and mutual settlements will be reached. Any obstacle that you are experiencing can be transformed or resolved now if you communicate directly, for you have found your focus and the ability to express your energies creatively. Your goals are within reach. They're in your grasp, and new concepts will bring excellent results. Let your enthusiasm attract those who can and will help you. You cherish your freedom of speech and personal expression. Seek to unify all your opposite traits. Yeah. Seek to unify all your opposite traits and skills into a harmonious whole. Unification, where all your sub-yous come together as just a single you. Yes. Establish and affirm the vision of perfect harmony. Find your personal genius and inspire, relax, and above all, heal others. Yeah. Yeah. Unifying all your opposite traits. You know, I talk about this a lot. You know, your male, your female, your light, your shadow, you know, and that the greatest point of, I guess power is one word, but I don't mean it the way it normally is used, but the greatest point of goodness is right at the center of all of it, the point right in the middle. That's also the point from which you can travel to anywhere in the multiverse you want to go. All right. And on that topic, here, let me get rid of this. Come back. There we go. Let me get rid of this. Okay. When you shut off your thoughts, when you disconnect from this space, and when you find that center point at the very center of all of it, you are in the every space. You are in the quantum field of all potentials. You can go from that place to anywhere in your own universe, in your mind, and any other universe on any other frequency that you want to go to. So the first thing in trying to get there, and we've been practicing this over the last few weeks, but it's to get to a point of stillness, and shutting off all of your thoughts. Not that easy when you're first getting started for stuff, and you know, it took me a long time. I was doing all kinds of different kinds of meditations trying to find my way to this, because I knew there was goodness there, but like actually getting to sit down and shut my mind off for 5 minutes kind of seemed impossible, man. Like I had a really difficult time doing it. So I just kept looking for little tricks and little doodads that would help me break through. You know, my book that I talk about all the time, this guy here, he's always no, wrong one. There we go. He's always that hand. Strongly recommend this book to anybody that's really serious about working on their energy and the things that you actually can do with this. There's a section in this book at the very beginning, which there are 4 different meditation methods. And the thing I love about this book a lot is that it gives you really specific exercises to do that let you know whether you got it or not. So there are 4 different exercises, meditation exercises in here. And the last one is shutting off completely. And he gave a little hint in here that wound up being a great little piece, and it works in life as well. And it rather than focusing on the thoughts and focusing on the words and the thoughts, to focus on the spaces in between the thoughts and to slow those thoughts down. Don't try to shut them off, but then look at the spaces in between the words and the thoughts. And slowly you can try to get in there. That works really good. It takes some time though. And, you know, I described this a few weeks ago. A good friend of mine, actually somebody that introduced me to my teacher, big gadget head, man. He had a gadget and a toy, and like, man, if there was a way to like make a thing about it, he would do it. So he came over one afternoon and he had this little bio recorder thing that like attached electrodes to your fingers, and it would make a sound based on your breathing and your metabolism and how you were going. And the exercise was to try to get down to blank space. And as you were able to kind of like slow your breathing, slow your metabolism, shut your mind off, you could hear that sound going beep. So you kind of had control over it, and you realized that the more that you got to that space of turning off, the cooler that sounded. And the goal was to turn the sound all the way off. And when you did that, you're kind of in blank space. So I've never really been able to find that thing. I think he made that. It was a crazy engineer kid. And but I've used that mnemonic and that metaphor, visual metaphor, for a long time, and it's really cool. And we've been playing with that the last couple weeks. But this week, I want to take some real time. We sort of did that as the blow off cleansing breath, but I want to kind of make an issue of that this week, and let's really sink down into blank space. So, what I want you to do this week that will add to where we already were is we're going to take a really deep inhale. And I always want you to be pulling from your solar plexus when you're doing your inhale. All right. Sometimes we'll use different chakras. I love doing second chakra breathing when I'm getting ready to do a projective effect where you're going to move an object or something like that. I bring that energy from there. That's the raw energy of the world. And it's really useful. But for what we're going to do right now, we're going to be in our energy source. So with each inhale of air, you're going to take that in through your nose, use your solar plexus, and just fill yourself up absolutely to the brim. And while you are inhaling, you don't have to do it. As a matter of fact, it'd be better to do that kind of slow. So as your breath is coming in, I want you to close your eyes and envision a nice decent size white spot right in front of your face, right? Fill it up. And as you start to release, what we have been doing is turning the machine off, like following that sound down. And as that gets lower and lower, you're turning your thoughts off. Your focus is going deeper, and your muscles are relaxing. Your body, you want to let all the energy out of your body, just like you were a machine that got turned off. And at the end of that space, when you run out of breath, you want to just hold there because you're now in that blank space and you've gone really deep. You're in there, and you can't hold your breath for a long time, but 5-10 seconds of that, it cuts a really nice groove in your light body and makes it easier for you to get back there again and again and again. And the point of this is to not just get 10 seconds of blank space, but to do it enough that you go there. And finally, just like anything else, when you play your scales enough, you get comfortable with it. You don't really have to think about that space. You're in that 10-15 second little area of blankness, and you can just slowly start to inhale. And eventually, I love staying there for 20-30 minutes, man. I've done an hour before, and that's really super intense. But that space is rejuvenating. It fixes your body. It does things to your astral body, to your light body, all the different bands. And it is also seriously finding that spot in that blankness is the key to the universe. Oh, sure, you say. Well, you won't know unless you go, will you? All right, so let's begin. We're going to inhale through our nose slowly. You're going to create a nice white spot to focus on. Don't fill up your vision. Just have it kind of nice and big in the middle of your field. It's all black, and there's just a white spot right in the middle of it. And as we release slowly, we turn off, stay focused on the dot, and the dot starts moving away from you like it's falling down. Deep, 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 deep black. Your muscles are relaxing. You're going deeper. Keep following the dot. Your thoughts are shutting off. Deeper. Silence. Let's begin. Inhale through your nose. Create the dot. Really fill it up. Pack it in there. Exhale. Shut off the machine. Shut off the world. Let all the tension flow out of your muscles as they release. Let your arms hang deeper. Follow the dot deeper. Silence. Inhale, one more. Purifying, beautiful energy fills you up. Elevate your energy. As much as you can, pack it in. Ultra full. Release. Focus on the dot. That's all there is. No thoughts. Your body's turned off. Deeper. Deeper. Silence. Stay in this space. You're just floating in space, serene, peaceful in the moment, fully present. And you're standing upright. And from under your feet, these swirling energy ribbons come and start to swirl around your feet, your legs, spiraling up in a counterclockwise fashion. It's warm and golden. And the strands wrap around you and keep swirling, fully engulfing you in their energy. And the flames speed up and they turn into little transparent light blue flames swirling like a tornado around you, taking all the world, all your negative emotions faster, faster, scraping through your light body, removing anything that doesn't belong to you. And it gets hotter and hotter. And your physical body floats away like ash, leaving only the sparkling, brilliant light of your light body. And it starts to spin along with the column of spinning fire. And you merge with it. And energy pours through your whole being. And it goes faster and faster and faster and faster. And the ribbons of energy come up from the bottom of your feet, wiping up you and explode off the top of your head. You slow down. You can see how bright your energy is, how pristine and clean you are. And slowly you drift down till you're standing on the ground. And you take a nice 3 inhale, exhale breaths just to bring yourself back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you're back. Slowly bring yourself awake. So Vivian had a question, a good question. Can you explain pulling from the solar plexus? Do I tighten my abdomen or is it not so physical? Well, it's actually both. But the most important part of that is taking your intent and being able to draw that to that part of you and just focusing on using that instead of your lungs. You know, that's your reflex, just build your lungs up. But once you focus on your solar plexus and once you're centered in that particular spot, then you're actually, and focus on where that is physically and just draw with your belly. It's really easy to do. You know, when I first heard the second chakra breathing thing, I'm like, you know, your second chakra is in between your groin and your belly button, your solar plexus. I'm like, wow, man, you know, how do I draw air with my groin? But what happens is that you draw air in a different way. And it affects, just like all of our breathing exercises affect a different mindset and a different way of physiologically experiencing the world at that moment. It changes it. And that's what that does as well. It changes the way the energy and what you're really doing is drawing energy. It's not so much air. The air just is kind of a physical benchmark or marker for what's actually going on energetically. And just, you know, take a few minutes to practice that. And I would suggest doing an entire chakra breathing. You know, we'll do one next week. We'll do a chakra breathing exercise next week. So do some homework this week and get ready to do a breathing in and out from each of your chakra centers. And then we'll do a really nice blast at the end that will knock everything nicely in line. So that'll be next week. All right. Any other questions? All right. Nice, Vivian. Good. All right. Let's get to the readings. Let's see. Okay, this one's for Inga. All right, take a nice breath and get nice and focused. And you know my signature by now, so connect up. Nice. Okay. Words of wisdom from my friend Inga. Words of wisdom for my friend Inga. Words of wisdom for my friend Inga. Never forget the juice. Number 40. The angel of divine consolation. All right, let's find you. Almost. All right, here we go. Why does deep sorrow hurt so damn much? The pain of separation is a bitter pill to swallow. Make the choice to remove yourself from any situation which produces sorrow or negative vibrations. Find your creative light and let it shine. Give up any dependency on others for your ideas. Focus your efforts on organizing your life. View the past as a whole picture. Expand your view to the big picture and away from the small view that causes you pain. You know, always stay in the source. Always stay in the source, Inga. Always stay in the source. Be the peacemaker. Never be afraid to say you're sorry. Think before you speak so that you will not feel sorry after it's too damn late. Learn to accept your situation. Allow yourself to experience the pain. Give yourself the right to grieve and release the heartache. Let it go then. Once the upset, pain, and tears have gone, open the door to new possibilities. Your aching heart will need someone. Yeah. Yeah. You know, not warm and fuzzy, but really, 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 really good advice. All right. Spectra. Here we go. Yeah. You think you're kidding me, man. Focus. Words of wisdom from my friend Spectra. Words of wisdom from my friend Spectra. Words of wisdom from my friend Spectra. Number 17, the angel of revelation. You can't see that, can you? Okay, I'm not going to mess with that now. I'm all discombobulated. Angel Lavia, you feel betrayed by your trusted friends. No, yeah. I know you're laughing too, actually. Disillusioned, your false vision in a spiritual matter is crumbling. You feel as if you have been stabbed in the back. These feelings are creating extreme despair, depression, and a deep sense of loss. A new dawn always arises, bringing with it hope for a better day. Let go of your fears. They led you to this negative thinking. Let go of your fears. They led you to this negative thinking. It is your self-created prophecy that things would not work out. Give yourself the right to give up. Lose the untrustworthy friends and abandon this broken project. Stop fighting these losing battles. Surrender and face your fears head on, and you will discover something wonderful has happened. You're free. You're free. You're free. You discover that the monster you fear isn't half as bad as you think it is. No 9 of Cups here. Broaden your thinking. Your life is not over. Use your imagination. Visualize your best life. Oh my God. Visualize your best life. Visualize your best life. Every vision is an illusion until you make it real. Your reality is dependent on your point of view. Alter your mind and you immediately alter your reality. Move your set points, change your color, change your point of view, and all the options change. And then what you can see available changes as well. What you think, what you think, you become. No truer words. Yeah, that was a good one, right, Spectra? All right, Emily, here we go. Okay, Emily, stand, close your eyes, be in that cool little blank space place we were, and imagine you and I are looking at each other face to face, eye to eye. And there's just a nice little connection running back and forth between us. Focus. Yeah, there you go. Focus really hard. Put some energy in it, Emily. Words of wisdom for my friend Emily. Words of wisdom for my friend Emily. Words of wisdom for my friend Emily. Number 59, the angel of intellectual richness. You know, I got to come up with a better system for this, but bear with me. It's free. There we go. You like being in charge and the feeling of power. You have discipline and the ability to empower oneself and others. The ability to find whatever resources you need, combined with your ability to concentrate and focus your full power in practical ways, assures your success. You will work very hard for money. You possess a sound head in business matters and have well-rounded goals. You consolidate your power so that you act with assurance, but you must feel secure in your sense of worth. Only then do you have a sense of humor about yourself, which is one of the best things in the world to have. I laugh at my absurdity like countless times a day. You have gone through serious financial difficulties in the past, and your response has been to focus on providing protection from an underabundance of money, a buffer against future economic hardship. You have begun isolating and excluding others through your need for personal security. You block yourself from the world around you. You will remain vulnerable to life no matter how self-centered you try to be, although this selfishness is necessary now. It is time to restructure and give meaning to the bitter chaos and material universe you have endured. Yeah, you know this. The tarot correspondence for this is the Four of Pentacles, and by the way, the planetary energy for this is the sun. So there's power to do whatever you need to do, and the Four of Pentacles represents like achieving some measure of financial success and locking it away in a box. And now it's like out of the flow and it doesn't work in the system anymore. And it's not alive. It can't grow. It can't circulate. It can't replenish. And it winds up kind of withering away instead of being safe and secure. So just remember not to like lock yourself away from all opportunities and to be open when the universe opens a door for you to be able to participate. You know, you can stick your toe in this pool, you know, just slightly and test it out, but there's goodness for you. And yeah, okay. There's goodness for you in a whole lot of ways out there. And you are a very, very resourceful person. So use it. There you go. All right. Okay, Jason, I think you're next. Let me just scroll through here. I missed a couple people last week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we got Emily. We got. All right. Okay, Vivian, you know the drill. Focus as hard as you can. Stay with me. Make your light bright, Vivian. Nice. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Words of wisdom. Man, focus, bro. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Number 61, the angel of affinity and friendship. Oh, dude, like, it trips me out how, like, the collective dynamic on this, like every one of these, okay. Your inner skeptic is working overtime. Dude, that's so true. Communicating your ideas to others is problematic. Your skeptic creates doubt and pessimism, fragmenting your thinking. Decisions become difficult. Confusion reigns. Memories of defeat, conflict, and loss play back through your mind, even as you are trying to connect. When the battle has been lost, and the weight bears down hard, it results in weakness and a sense of humiliation. I really hate that feeling. Take a look at your thinking. Learn to still your thoughts and calm your fears. Use that exercise we did tonight. Practice that like you've never practiced anything ever. Okay? Take a look at your thinking and learn to still your thoughts and calm your fears. Your thoughts are programmed by society's expectations. Are your thoughts so rigid that there is no room for other opinions? One person's perception of defeat is another person's perception of success. And as we all know, perception is reality. Accept input from others without letting it destroy your own perspective. Look at all the possibilities and reject none. All right. All right, Danielle. You have the most beautiful aura. I did a drawing like after our get together that time. I did a drawing. I'll have to try to find that for you. That's just got this crazy. Your light is really beautiful, but the light rings connected to you are just like I've never seen that before. All right, let's connect up, girlfriend. Focus really hard. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. Nice. Words of wisdom from my friend Danielle. Words of wisdom for my friend Danielle. Words of wisdom for my friend Danielle. Next week's angel, number 50, the angel of eloquence. You and me both, girl. You like to run off on tangents and new input. Stay focused and concentrated on the task at hand. Keep hold of your perspective or and your self-confidence now. Write your new ideas down for later exploration. Man, those journals, they come in so handy because the wave goes and the wave is not there. And if you like kept a good journal, man, you keep all the goodness out of it and stay riveted to the task in front of you. Your fear can create insecure feelings and cause you to procrastinate. Communicate directly and clearly. Jealousy arises from uncertainty and confusion. Quarreling solves nothing, and any force or pressure could ruin all of your plans. When things are not working for you, take stock of the situation. Even a slight adjustment, man, like change the frequency, change the frequency, change the frequency. And it will change everything. Here are the problems of extremes, man, and this is me all over the place. A major temptation is to move too fast. To try is like letting a rubber band be drawn tighter and tighter as the lead end moves on. And eventually the tail end must be let loose and will pop, spring forward to join the lead end in one great snap to make up for lost time. That backlash can hurt. It's like Cloris Leachman in Young Frankenstein. The staircase can be treacherous. Eloquence, and that's you, Danielle. I'm really happy you came and participated with us tonight. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Let me just do one. You're welcome, you're welcome, Jason. Yeah, okay. Wow, what fun tonight, man. I had such a good time. Everybody's energy has just been so cool. And it has just felt great, 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 great being connected to everybody. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope I come back with great art show stories next week, and we'll continue on in our breathing. And please, 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 it takes just a couple of minutes to like practice that blank space breathing. Get good at that. You will thank me, thank me, thank me, thank me, thank me. All right. I guess if there's nothing else, we will adjourn to next week. As always, like and subscribe and leave me a comment if you get a chance. And if you think somebody would really benefit from any of this, please share and bring them into the fold, and let's grow our little group and become an energetic powerhouse. So until next week. Oh, we joyously close our circle and go our separate ways. We thank the angels for all of their truth, hard as some of it can be to hear. Oh, man. And we ask for the light of your understanding to be with us all week long until next week. And with absolute gratitude, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source, we close our circle. Be in the light.